Good morning, everyone. I am Akash Kumar Sinha, and my topic is implementation of gradient descent in C++. Today, my topic is how to choose the correct step size in gradient descent algorithm and application of gradient descent algorithm in logistics regression. So we know that it is very important to find a correct step size in gradient descent algorithm, because as you can see from this graph, only when we choose a correct step size we can reach our optimum value in the minimum number of iterations. If we choose a learning rate which is too low, then it will take a lot of time to reach the it will take a lot number of iterations to reach the minimum value, while if we take a learning rate which is too high, then it is also possible that we will never be able to reach the minima. Now to choose the correct step size, we will use LR finder method. Now in this LR finder method, what we do is that we will first choose a very small step size and increase the step size exponentially after every iterations. And as we increase the step size, we can see that we will get a graph of function loss versus learning rate. Now in this graph we can see that the function will start to decrease rapidly as we increase the step size, and we will see in the graph that will be one point where the loss function will start to increase again, and this is the point where we have to choose our learning rate. Now these all are the steps which we will follow to get our learning rate through LR finder method. And this is graph where it is shows that how with number of iterations increasing we are increasing our learning rate, and how loss function is changing with learning rate. Now applications of logistic regression. Now logistic regression is a method which can be used to map different input values into two or more different classes. Generally, we use binary output. For example, we are interested in studying a factor that influences whether or not someone is buying a car or not. Now it can have only two outcomes, whether the person will be buying the car or not, and we can assign those two values. Like we can assign the value whether the person is buying a car or not to 0, and whether he is buying a car to 1. Now question arises, like why should we use linear regression, why should we use logistic regression instead of linear regression? Now linear regression can have infinite number of outputs, while logistic regression will have a binary output or a categorical output. The goal of the gradient descent algorithm in logistic regression is to minimize the cost function, and this is one of the most commonly used cost function in logistic regression. Here is the code where I implemented the gradient descent algorithm